Let's do some gong hunting. What's the satellite dish doing there? That's pathetic. We're being monitored. Someone's trying to eavesdrop. What the heck? Either 10 Outdoors 9 or Homeland Security. Who knows? Al-Qaeda? Okay, we can take care of that. I have lots of bullets. Actually, do have a few bullets here. What we're doing today is, some of you had messaged me after the last Glock 19 Gen 4 video where I went through a lot of the different brands of ammo again, including some of the weaker brands that had caused a couple of malfunctions prior to that. Well, we got through all the brands, even the weaker ones. These are the three primary, or the three suspect brands, pretty much. The Winchester White Box, the Federal Champion, the UMC. Good ammo, but maybe the quality control is not quite there, and you get a light load occasionally, or lighter load occasionally. And of course, with the new spring and the Glock 19 Gen 4, it's designed to absorb more of the recoil, and if you have some really light ammo, you know, you might have one bobble on you. Of course, it's nothing you're going to carry, but you know, it's still an aggravation on the range if it's happening a lot. And of course, you can go back through and look at all those videos. I won't rehash that. And you can see exactly how many problems we had. Weren't very many, but there were a few with the lighter ammo. With the better ammo, or the more powerful ammo, or the heavier ammo, or of course carry ammo, you know, no issues whatsoever. But we did have, we had I think one malfunction with each of these, actually, is the way it turned out. Then in the last video that I entitled, you know, 1,000 round test, because we were up to 1,000 and beyond that at that point, we had none, you know, even with the lighter ammo. And I didn't shoot that much. I think a magazine or two, you know, maybe with each one, and there were no malfunctions at all with them. They all function, but that's not, of course, an extensive test with that ammo. And a couple of people had messaged me and said, hey, it'd be interesting to see you shoot some more of that lighter ammo, you know, the suspect ammo, and see if maybe the spring has broken in, and if that's what we can expect, maybe no malfunctions or hardly any now that I've shot it over 1,000 times. So we thought we'd just do that. All right. I don't have 1,000 rounds of it. We've put a lot of ammo through this gun. Since that last test, would we tabulate around 1,200 rounds have gone through the gun total, and you've seen every malfunction with it, again with the lighter ammo. And since then I have fired 3 magazines fooling around and shooting into a barrel, and so that's how many rounds have been fired now, about 1,250. So what I did was, here in the barn on this snowy day, we decided we'd do this before the football games come on. I had about what was it, 60 or so rounds of the white box left, 2 full boxes of Champion, and I just had 1 good mag's worth of that left. So I'm just going to fire all of that, and I just fired 2 mags of Winchester White Box. That's what I just fired into the satellite dish. Okay, so I have 2 more mags of it, and then we're going to go to something else. We'll go to this, I think, next, and we'll finish up with the Champion. Okay, and that's again, that's a UMC, so I'll remember that. It's only a long mag with an extension on it. So 2 more mags of the Winchester White Box. That's what we're shooting now. Okay. Oh, well, why don't we just put the rest of these out at the gong? Oh, just to play a little bit. We didn't even paint targets today or anything. It's been really bad weather, but we've been playing some anyway, shooting various things. You might have seen posted already. Yeah, let's put another one out there. Nothing like speed shooting at 80 yards. Well, there's 4 mags of Winchester White Box. So far, so good. I don't remember how many of those we fired in that last video I talked about, a magazine or two. I just don't remember. So in other words, the last 4 or 5, maybe 6 magazines have gone fine with Winchester White Box, I guess. That's all that I have. This is the last ammo I have of the UMC. Let's see, memory serves me, that's of course the 250 round box we bought. I guess we had one malfunction with it, because I think we had one malfunction with each of those brands. So if we just get by with one malfunction, I guess that's whatever you think it is. If you think that's good or bad. You know what, we better work on the old satellite dishes a little bit more to make sure whoever it is cannot be watching us. All right, UMC. All right, now these last magazines, I got all my pouches out. I separated them so I know what I had. I had one extra I had to put in my tactical mag pouch, my back pocket. So again, that's I don't know if you can see that or care. That's the Champion ammo, Federal. All the rest I have is the Federal. I had 2 full boxes. I think I left 5 or 6 in there. I didn't have a full mag, but so essentially almost 2 boxes of it. This is probably the worst. Or the lightest. It's the one that causes the most trouble. So if we get through these 2 boxes, let's go ahead and move them over here to my mag pouches where I can get to them. This is a nice pouch I got ordered from the Dillon website. It holds I think 6 mags. It's pretty handy, you know, if you're out hiking around, need lots of magazines, but you know, not as quick maybe to get to. You got 8 or 9 terrorists coming after you. All right. Well, let's see if this is going to work. I probably shouldn't be shooting left-handed. I don't know. We might do that. There's one down. How to drill holes. Okay. Let's save that long, well, don't save it. I don't like saving it. Let's go back to the gong with this stuff. I got a long mag here. I got a Glock 17 mag with an extension on it, I guess. Don't tell Charles Schumer I have this, whatever you do. Well, through that one. Another Glock 17 magazine. Another Glock 17 mag. Okay. So far so good. Now we got a snowball. Oh, I forgot. John built me a little snowball there to shoot. Well, keep your fingers crossed. We're down to the last magazine. Well, none of them hung up, but I think as I was shooting, and you know better than I do, you're watching from your living room, right? It felt like 2 or 3 of them were just about to fall back down in there. So there's not a lot of power. I could see the brass between my rear sight and my front sight on some of the shooting there. So that's all those I have. Whoa, I'll slip and fall here, not careful. Okay, well, maybe that tells us something. You know, I have one more magazine, and this one is hollow points. And this is what we carry, right? This is what really matters. If these guns will function, whatever it is our favorite carry ammo or self-defense ammo, and these are gold dots. So let's see if it'll function those. Now watch it malfunction on these. All right, those 147 grain gold dots. That's what I like. They hit hard, and gold dot's a good bullet. I like Winchester PDX. I get that question all the time. Most modern rounds are good. Okay, well, I won't reach any conclusions. I'll let you reach the conclusions. None of these malfunctioned in the last test. Again, those are the suspect rounds, although I didn't shoot that many of them in that particular test, and that's why I wanted to do this. So however many I fired, I had almost 100 of those and about 60 some of those, a full mag of that. So, you know, there we are. Apparently, maybe the spring and just the guns getting loosened up enough and broken in to, it's okay with that ammo. I don't know. I could go buy 500 more rounds of it, I guess, and do another shooting with it. I don't know when it'll be that we feel comfortable with it. Right now, my impression, my feeling about the gun is the new spring, and this is the 04 spring, and the Generation 4 Glock 19 is I have no major problems with it. I really don't. The more I shoot the Gen 4 guns, and I've had several now, I've put a lot of rounds through all of them. You know, I have the Glock 23 Gen 4 that I've kept. I like that one. That's maybe my favorite Glock 23. It's not going anywhere. The spring characteristics of the new springs, that's the thing that some people just are going bonkers over. Quite honestly, and I know I'm a Glock guy, got it written on my hat. Again, I don't get any money from Glock. I like the new springs. I like the recoil characteristics, I guess is the phrase I keep using. I like the feel of it. We brought this thing out the other day. Like I said, I shot 3 mags. We were just playing around into a barrel or something. And I was reminded all over, wow, I feel like I had my Smith & Wesson Model 41 and 22 long rifle. It just, wow, you know, it just, it does absorb more of the recoil. And when you get down to the 9mm especially, you notice it. You notice it with the 40 as well. But it feels good. I personally, now there may be some parts availability and all that with these new Generation 4s that maybe we can't even find. I don't know if anybody's tried. If you can go to Lone Wolf or those places and get some of the things you want that we normally can just get in no time. So there may be a lag on all that, but other than that, I like the new generation Glocks, and I did not think I would really. I'm not going to trade my old ones for new ones, that sort of thing. But I kind of like it. The recoil characteristics are nice, and it looks like, again, you be the judge. You've seen most of the shots fired through this gun, and you've seen all the various ammo I've fired. So, you can create your own, make your own judgments on that. But if it'll fire this stuff fairly reliably, that's not a big problem. If I took out 500 rounds of this Federal Champion and fired it now, and I had a malfunction with one of them, say one of them hung up, I really wouldn't lose any sleep over that. I'm definitely not going to be carrying that stuff to battle. But for me, if I like the gun and it functions really well, and I have one malfunction out of 1,000 or something, and I know I'm shooting the very cheapest ammo I can find, just at paper targets or whatever targets on the target range, I guess I'm not going to lose a lot of sleep over that. So maybe you would. But anyway, on the upper end, when you're firing warmer ammo, heavier ammo, more defensive ammo, there seems to be an improvement, in the ability to, a lot of people buy the C models, so they get a little bit less muzzle flip. I'd say this achieves some of that same purpose. I don't know if it achieves as much as the C model does. I've never fired one of those, but it's getting into that category as far as I'm concerned. That's just my impression, and you just saw what happened right there. And it was a good suggestion a couple of people made. I'd actually thought of that myself, because I was at that last test and we had no problems with it. I thought, well, that's interesting. I wonder if the spring's getting broken in. And I was having the same question up there. Well, that's not really enough to know for sure. So when people suggested that, and I kind of filed that away and thought, yeah, it'd be nice to do that. Let's burn up some more ammo. Well, it burned up a little more, and that still may not have been enough, to tell us the whole story and sleep comfortably at night. But anyway, take it for what's worth, and I'm just glad you come out here on this cold day and shoot with us. So life is messy, but life is good.